What's good, guys? My name is GoodguyGastly, and welcome to, I think, week 11 of the MPL. I'm not exactly sure. Today's battle is against Lax, who is the head coach of the Washington Shedskins. And yeah, so they have a good rating right now. They are currently like 6-4, whereas we are, I believe, 2-8, maybe 3-8. I don't remember exactly. I think it's 2-8. But we are bringing Gloria, Weavile, Crobat, the Grand Bull, the Big Black, and the Gothitelle. He is bringing a bunch of crazy stuff like Cresselia. I thought he was going to bring Mega Venusaur, but he did not. And yeah, let's go into the battle right now. It's a very good battle, very fun battle, a super close battle. Did not expect it. It would not have been like that had I not played pretty decently. I felt like I played okay during this match, but I'll talk about a little bit about what I did wrong. So he brings out Cresselia first, and I did not know what this thing was going to do. I had a feeling it was going to do some kind of setup move, like either Calm Minding or a Toxic. So I go into Woe Was Me to trap it in, and I actually guessed correctly. He goes for the Reflect, and I'm like, this is fantastic. Now I can go ahead and trick the Choice Scarf onto the Cresselia, and we can start setting up and hopefully have a sweep. Now, this is very early to have a sweep, no doubt about that. Maybe a little too soon, but honestly, if it wasn't for this Woe Was Me, I had nothing else for this Cresselia. Cresselia behind screens, I was not going to take it out. I had no way to deal with this. I didn't even expect screens. I didn't bring Brick Break or anything like that, or I think I didn't even bring a Defogger, so I had no way to get rid of these screens whatsoever, and this thing would have completely walled my entire team. So luckily, it didn't happen that way. We go for the Calm Mind, and I'm actually going to skip forward here because it's like 6 minutes of me setting up Calm Mind. So now we're +6 in special attack and special defense, and we're going to go ahead and trick back the Choice Scarf after I've done some psychic damage to him. And now we're faster than the majority of his team, I believe, and we're going to take out this Cresselia. So Gothitelle picks up a kill, gets rid of Cresselia. Great. Now, I knew he was going to go to Latias here, but I didn't know what kind of Latias he had, and this is actually kind of where it comes in that I was upset that I did not have Shadow Ball, and I only had Psychic, because he's gonna go for the Thunder Wave, which is super smart on his part. A support Latias was definitely the way to go. It most likely has Defog as well, but I don't have Shadow Ball, so it's gonna be like a 3 or 4 hit KO, which really sucks. If I had Shadow Ball, I have a feeling it would have been around a 2 hit KO, and I might have avoided him getting up the Tailwind. But actually, if you think about it, now I'm thinking about it, the Tailwind probably didn't matter that much since I was paralyzed anyways. But it still would have been a little bit nicer to have Shadow Ball, because Shadow Ball looks cooler anyway, let's be honest. I don't even know what's going on with Psychic. It's a bunch of like wavy hippie colors. I don't get it. So he's gonna go ahead and set up the Tailwind, and this is scary because Tailwind in tandem with his Emboar is just a super powerhouse. It's kind of like when I set up Tailwind with my Xatu and then bring out my Sock with his Choice Banded Close Combats. Same thing, same idea. Gonna go for the energy ball again, not gonna do any damage to us like at all. We did get paralyzed earlier, I forgot to mention that, which is actually really good. It didn't matter because it actually burned a turn of Tailwind, which is always good. You always want to do that. I think Tailwind lasts for 3 turns. Someone can tell me about that. Also, notice the names on these Pokemon. LaBeouf. He is a Shia LaBeouf fan just like I am. Named all his Pokemon after Shia and his little speech he did. We're gonna take that reckless. We're not gonna take that. We're gonna just get incinerated by that reckless Flare Blitz. It's gonna drop our Gothitelle. We're gonna send in Gloria at this point, and I had a feeling he was gonna switch out, so I do actually go for the Yawn coming up here pretty soon. Setting up that Sandstream. That's nice. He's gonna actually go into his Landorus, I believe, right? No, yeah, Landorus. Shia is gonna come out, and we are gonna take that Intimidate and go for the Yawn. Now, here's where I kind of messed up as well. I actually thought that this thing was Choice Scarfed, and I felt that, which now that I'm thinking about it, bear with me, this sounds dumb, but he's gonna take the opportunity to set up Stealth Rocks, but I go for the Toxic, and I completely nullify the Yawn. Now, I did this on purpose because I felt that having him poison and getting weakened was going to be much better than Sleep. And I think after watching this battle a few times that was not the best play. I think having that thing be asleep, especially after switching as soon as he would have been asleep, he would have been like complete like 3-turn hopeful asleep. But he brings out Just Do It, his Keldeo, and this thing really does just do it because it comes in, uses the Surf. He's not risking the miss with the Hydro Pump, and he's going to take me out with that Life Orb. Wave of water. Completely gonna drown our Hippo. I mean, come on, Gloria, you're a Hippo. You love water. You're like in water like almost 24/7. I don't even know what hippos do in water. Like, what do they eat? Do they eat fish? I don't even know. Maybe they eat like crocodiles and dolphins. I have no idea. But Big Black's gonna come out, and Big Black can handle this guy pretty well, I believe. I go for the Earth Power, expecting him to switch out into the Magnezone to take the Dragon attack. But thinking back to it, most people don't switch into Magnezones. They just don't bring out Magnezones. But he goes for the Hidden Power Fire, I believe it is, because I do have a Scizor on my roster, and I'm sure that's why he brought that Hidden Power Fire. But I do go for the Earth Power once more, just expecting him to bring out the Magnezone. I didn't want to risk anything, and I had a feeling that even if he didn't switch out, the Life Orb would have killed the Keldeo. Go for the Earth Power, and we predict really well. It's like, oh my gosh, we actually got a super effective attack. But this thing eats it up. He lives with like nothing. He lives with nothing, and this Sucker Punch, I think, mattered a ton. So that Sucker Punch, definitely, if it wasn't for that Sucker Punch, if we had that little bit of extra HP, we could have survived one more hit from something and retaliated and did a little more extra damage. And that's kind of all I wanted, was a little more extra damage. So he's going to bring out Shia, and Shia is going to intimidate, but Shia is also going to knock off me, and that is going to be enough to take us out. If we had that little bit of extra HP, I think we would have survived, been able to get off some more damage, which is sad, but oh well. But we're gonna go ahead and bring out I think we bring out we bring out Chancho, who was our Grand Bull. And now I had a feeling he was actually gonna switch out here, but he is not, because I was like, okay, oh, he's intimidated, he is going to definitely switch out into something. I thought Magnezone, expecting to play rough, but he doesn't. He goes for the knockoff, knocks off my leftovers, and we're gonna roar him out. I was hoping that he would switch out into something and then get the rock damage, roar that out, get more rock damage. Didn't work out that way. Bring out Keldeo, and Keldeo is the fantastic switch for him. I should have just went for the play rough. Honestly, on that Landers, I should have went for the play rough, got some more damage on it, but it's not gonna matter. So Chancho's gonna go down, and now at this point, all I have is Weavile, 2 in the pink, and Nightwing, our Crobat. Now, 2 in the pink is going to come out, and 2 in the pink at this range is he's actually Choice Scarf. I forgot to mention that he is actually Choice Scarf Weavile, and I brought that in fear of a Choice Scarf Latios, but it actually works out okay against his Landers, because I believe his Landers is Choice Scarf as well. So that was enough. He was in range for that knockoff to kill, despite it being resisted. He's going to go ahead and bring out the Shia now, and I believe that this next hit really mattered. Like, I think that this, I'm gonna go ahead and you'll see right here. I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and knock off. We're intimidated, but we do get the crit, and the crit mattered. I do not think we would have been able to kill that Landorus without that crit. So good job, Weavile, making it a 1v1 in the end here, which is really really awesome. Makes for a really good battle. So we're gonna go ahead and go with that knockoff, and it's not gonna do a lot of damage to this thing. Knock off the Choice Specs though, which is good. And here's where I got excited, because I was like, okay, his Choice Specs is knocked off. We're going to bring out Crobat. This is the exact moment we planned for. This is exactly what we wanted. Bring out Crobat. He's going to take that rock damage, which I think might have mattered. I think I would have survived otherwise. We'll go for that special attack Heat Wave, and it is not going to kill. It's not enough. It's barely enough. So close. We have the berry. And he goes for the Thunderbolt, and I was like, yes, we're going to live. And we don't. We don't live the Thunderbolt. It's not even a crit. The Wacan Berry did not help us in the end. Good game, Lax. Definitely really intense, fantastic battle. Go ahead and check them out. I'm gonna put their links in the description. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. Yeah, and just if you're your first time checking out one of our videos, you know, and you want to be a good guy, go ahead and press the subscribe button. Thank you guys very much. My name is GoodguyGastly, and that is GG.